Happy Sunday, you guys. I'm on my way to my weekend job this morning. Running a little behind, but that's okay. I'll get there and get some hours in. Skipping church once again. I work a weekend job at the hospital, and as a social worker and case manager. So I'm not going to take you with me for the full part of the day. I just wanted to say hello and hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to share a little something with you. I shared with my young social worker colleagues yesterday. They're young and they're, single, and they are just, kind of in their 20s and 30s. And we're just asking, talking about financial freedom and things. We just got into a really good conversation. And one of the things I really encouraged them about was that I wish I had completed if I had to do all over again. Well, first of all, I encouraged them because they were just talking about, as social workers, we give, and we don't really learn and get our financial literacy together. So, so I just encouraged them to, start small. The most important thing is that you get started, and you don't have to immerse yourself into financial literacy, but just get started. Get yourself a journal, and I'll just share with you just a couple of things that I shared with them. Just get yourself a journal, and just write down things. You can put it in your phone also, what's an APR, things like that. Anything you learn, financial literacy, just kind of pick it up and write it down, and so you can go back and look at it at a different time at the end of the week or what have you, and just continue to build on your knowledge. Don't feel bad. It's not about how much you know. It's that you just start somewhere. Just start small. And I just encourage that. And then I talked about being home buyers. They were saying, one of them was saying that they thought they had to have thousands of dollars to put down on a home, and I'm like, no, first time buyer, you really don't you don't need a lot at all. And so, you just, first-time home buyers usually just need 3% down. And I just encourage them to take up a class. I know one was saying, should I go and get a real estate agent? And I said, don't get one yet. Go and take a class at one of the not-for-profit organizations that do, teach first-time home buyer assistance home buyer assistance programs. A lot of the not-for-profit organizations like Catholic Charities, they have these classes. You may have to pay a nominal small fee, but I think it's an investment into yourself, your knowledge, and it's something that I started to do when I first before I purchased my property, but I didn't complete the courses, and I wish that I had. I think there were only I can't remember how many courses there were, but they were in person. It was way before COVID. But it's just something I encourage everyone to do. So, you can just Google and just kind of do your own research, but make sure that it's a not-for-profit organization. A lot of those classes, they also may have a credit repair course. Take those courses, These are not-for-profit organizations. I know here in St. Louis, Justin Peterson is one. We have Catholic Charities, Better Family Life here in St. Louis. Those are just some examples. So it depends on where you are. I would say just Google it and just look for first-time home buyers. Make sure that it's a not-for-profit organization. You can also check your community colleges. Sometimes they offer those first-time home buyer courses. And just financial literacy courses that, to me, that's first step in investing in yourself. Even before you go and get a financial advisor, just kind of, because those guys are, they're into making money still. And it's good to maybe have one, because mine was very helpful, because even though I worked in the financial industry, it's been years, that he gave me a good refresher course on stocks and bonds, and it was really good. So I think it's still good. But I think that, one of the other things I encourage them is to, don't put all of your eggs into one basket. Diversify your knowledge. Don't depend on one particular person. Be independent, empower yourself with your own financial information. I think I may have mentioned this on one of my other videos, is that, I'll be meeting with my CPA for the first time. I've employed to complete my taxes, and they gave me some itemizations. I got my taxes, extended and what have you, but they gave me some itemization worksheets to complete and gave me some good information. But also I mentioned that I'm going to start reading a book. I have a book on taxes, business taxes, and I think it's real estate taxes. So I'm going to still read that book before I meet with them in June. My appointment is not until June. But he did get me an extension, so I was happy about that. But even with you learning about having a CPA, having a financial advisor, having even an attorney, still equip yourself, pick up your own knowledge so that when you meet with people, these professionals, you have a little bit knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You have something. You don't come to the table totally blind and be blindsided. So it's just good always to not ever depend on one entity, person, what have you, on your finances. Empower yourself with knowledge. Learn as much as you can from them, of course. But also don't just depend on that one particular person. Again, get out here, read on your own, get on YouTube, listen to several people, triangulate your information. I say that in anything. In other words, don't just go by one source, diversify your source of knowledge, and so that you get more and more confidence. Because sometimes you can compare the same topic with different authors on different videos, YouTube, and it's interesting to see if they're all saying the same thing, or if they're saying, you may get something different, a different perspective. I like, you may get something different from each person, but it's good to just kind of see what they all say on the same topic. Like, right now, what is it a good time to buy a house? So listen to 3 different people, 3 different authors, maybe read literature, read an article, Google an article, purchase you a book on Amazon, go to the bookstores, and get some information on whatever financial knowledge that you're trying to ascertain, like real estate. So I just, really encouraged them. And I think it was very encouraging and uplifting, because they thought, oh, wow, I thought I had to be this and that. I have to have all this money to be a first-time home buyer. I'm like, no, you have so many opportunities and options as a first-time home buyer. And I even shared my information that I got from one of my real estate mentors, was that my first property was a duplex. So I was able to pay my mortgage. I'm able to pay my mortgage by renting my second apartment out. And so it's a second stream of income, passive income. And so, and then you only have to stay within your property for 1 year before you can move to the next piece of property and, duplicate that. Anyway, so that's what I shared with them. Anyway, I'm going to go in. I just got here. I'm going to go ahead and park and get in here and get my day on and popping and out. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Hope you have looks like it's going to be a nice day. The sun is out here in St. Louis. I don't know what the temperature. Yesterday was cold. 45, I think it got down to. And it was no sun hardly at all. But today it looks like it's a little sunny. I'll show you. Well, anyway, trust me, it's a little sunny. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.